today I'm going to bring you my version of the power of makeup. Nikkie Tutorials did this over a year ago. It was May of 2015. It's 2017 now. But I love the way that she explained everything, and you should totally go see her video. Just type in the power of makeup and it's the first one that comes up. She's so right about how girls, anything that happens is because, oh, they don't love themselves and they want to look good for boys, and you know, sometimes you just like doing makeup. Like I love doing my makeup. I've done my makeup 3 times today just because I love doing it. I love being creative with it, and I am not good at painting, but putting makeup on a face, I can do that, and it's one of my ways of having an outlet, especially if somebody in the house is working and I can't play my music. So today I'm going to be doing the power of makeup, my version. So the right side of my face is going to have makeup on it, and the left side is going to be completely bare. And yeah, so I'll be taking you along the journey. Okay, to start out, I'm going to take my Rimmel London Lasting Finish Primer. I'm just going to take a little tiny bit on my hand since it's only going on one side. And we're going to just put that on this side. And focus it on my T-zone. And just put the rest wherever else. I put it on my eyelid. Alright, next I'm going to take my Erase Paste by Benefit Cosmetics. And I'm just going to take a small brush. And I'm going to go in with this on any dark circles or any blemishes that I might have that I don't really want to see through my makeup. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of my Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. I am in the color Ivory. And I'm going to take that and just squirt a little bit on the back of my hand. Just like a little dab. And I'm going to take my Beauty Blender, or knockoff Beauty Blender, it's Techniques. And I'm going to dab this just on this right side of my face. This is my favorite foundation in the entire world. It's my go-to. Now that that's on, I'm going to go in with my concealer, and this is the Maybelline Master Conceal. And I am in the color Fair, number 10. I'm also going to put just a little tiny bit, a little bit of this goes a long way. I'm taking literally just a little tiny amount, and I am going to use that with my middle finger. I am just going to dab that in underneath my eye. I kind of take it up into the inner corner too to brighten it up, and along the side of my nose. I'm also going to take that on my jawline right here. I'm just going to dab it there, and then on my forehead, and on the bridge of my nose, and around my lips where I tend to have some dark skin. Okay, now I'm going to take my Beauty Blender and blend it in on those bigger areas. Well, now that I look like a ghost, I'm going to set my foundation. I'm going to set it with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is in 100 translucent, and I use this because I like how light it is. Well, not being able to make a mess everywhere because I'm very, very clumsy when it comes to makeup. So the loose powder gets everywhere. So I'm just gonna take my Beauty Blender and kind of swipe it around in this. And then I'm going to just put it underneath my eye or wherever I concealed. Alright, so now we're going to work on the eyes, and for all the eyes, I'm going to be using this W7 In the City Natural Nudes palette, and it looks like this. I'm going to be taking this very first color right here. It's the lightest in the palette. It's called Wigwam. You can also just use any light eyeshadow that you have. It's not white, it's like a very light skin tone. And I'm going to put it all over the lid where we put the primer. This is going to make it easy for us to blend out other colors later. To do this, I am using a brush like this. This is from Eco Tools, and it's just a fluffy brush. Before we go any farther, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrow. For eyebrows, I will be taking this. It's an eyebrow duo from Maybelline. And I am also just going to take a normal angled brush. Just got this off Amazon. I'm going to take the lightest color and put it on the inner side of my brow. I'm going to take the darker color in the duo and go on the outer edge. To set my brows in place, I'm going to be taking my Gimme Brow. This is in the number 3 and it is a dark brown. I'm going to put that right over what I just did. I'm not really particular on my brows because I prefer for them to look more natural than super drawn in. Plus I have pretty thick brows anyway, so I don't spend too much time on them. Alright, so before I start the actual eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with my highlighter and highlight what I want done before we put any dark colors on. So I am taking, this is the e.l.f. Illuminating Palette. I'm opening it up and taking this very lightest shade on that same brush that we took the light shade earlier, putting it right underneath my brow bone. And I'm also going to put that on the inner corner and on the first third of the lid, focusing it more towards the lash line. Okay, I'm taking a similar brush, it's the same shape, just a little bit smaller. And I'm going back into this W7 palette, and I'm going to mix the next two colors, which are Troy and Brass. These are going to act as our transition shades. I'm going to take those, I'm just going to put them right in our crease, in the outer V. That brush wasn't giving me the detail that I wanted, so I'm now going to go in with the little bit smaller fluffy brush and go into the same colors we were just working with and swirl it into the crease. That's giving me what I wanted to do. Alright, now we're going to go with the next darkest shade, which is the third from the end, and this one is called Touch. We're going to be doing the same thing that we just did. We're just deepening the crease. Continuing with the same pattern, we're going to go in with the next one, which is named Autumn. And we're going to continue with the same brush that we've been using and go back in the crease with it. We're not going as far into the crease now because we're getting into the darker colors. So we're going to focus more on the outer V and about halfway in. Now to finish off the eyeshadow, I'm going to go into this darkest shade right here. It's called Andrea. And I'm going to take the same brush that we've been using and just focus on the outer V more than anything else. I'm really going to build this one to get the darkness that I want. Now we're going to go in with just a normal face brush, and we're going to take a little bit of that baby powder that we used earlier just to wipe away any of the face powder. I'm now going to take a pencil brush, just a little bit like this. I'm going to go in with that third from last color, Touch, that we already used, and I'm going to start taking this on my under eye. I'm taking this color in until, if you look straight forward, where the color of your eye stops, that's how far I'm going. So about 3/4 of the way in. And I am blind, that's why I am holding this mirror up really close. Now I'm going to go in with the next darkest shade, which is Autumn, and go about halfway in. Just smudge it out. Now we're going to go in with that darkest color, which is Andrea, and just go on the outer fourth and smudge it out. Connect it to the top. Alright, now we're done with the eyeshadow, and we're going to go straight to my favorite, the winged liner. For this, I'm using Essence Eyeliner Pen in waterproof, and it's black. For this, we're going to start very thin on the inner and then get thicker as we go out. How about you? The eyeliner always makes me feel more complete. I always feel more put together when I have some eyeliner on. Now I'm going to go on my waterline, and this is just a white eyeliner. This is Wet n Wild, but obviously any white eyeliner works. I'm going to take this on my waterline. Now I'm going to curl and put on my favorite mascara. This is the Tarte's mascara. And I'm just going to curl my lashes and then put this on. I'm going to put it kind of light on the top and kind of thicker on the bottom. You'll see. I focus it more on the outside of my bottom lashes and then kind of put on less as I go in. Now I'm going to take my Ardell Wispies and my Duo Lash Glue. I'm going to apply this on my eyelashes. I'm going to put it on. We're going to take the e.l.f. highlighter again, and we're just going to take it on our pinky finger. We're going to run it right underneath our eye until it reaches the other colors that we put on. And in the inner corner, just a little bit. Just to brighten up our eyes. Alright, my sister keeps seeking my bronzer, so I had to go get it. Okay, so now we're just going to use, this is just my face brush again. I'm going to go back in and just take a little bit of this bronzer. This is called Bad Habit. I'm going to go in and just put this as a bronzer all over my face. Okay, now that we're all nice and bronzed up, I'm going to go with that same shade, but now more of an angled brush. We're going to contour our faces. So pretty much you want to go from right underneath your bone, your cheekbone. So mine lays right here. You go from the top of your ear and then just kind of follow it. And mine goes right here, so I'm going to go right underneath that. And then I'm going to blend it up. I tend to make funny faces when I'm doing this because it helps me find my cheekbone. I'm also going to go on my temples, close to my hairline. I'm going to take that brush that we first did our eyes with. I'm going to take the same color and go along the top side of my nose. And then right underneath. Now I'm going to go in with my blush. This is Ulta Beauty Velvet Blush in Melrose. It's my favorite blush. I just got it a month ago and it's already down that low. I'm just going to take a little bit of that. Not very much. I'm not a huge blush person. I'm going to smile and just put it on the apples of my cheeks and I dot it back. I'm also going to wipe it on my forehead, on the tip of my nose, just kind of all around my face, but focus it on the cheeks. Now it's time to highlight. This is absolutely my favorite part. To highlight my nose, my inner corner, and any other place I want to highlight that's not my cheek, I'm going to take this brush right here, and it looks a little bit weird. It's flat on the top, but it's also circular. I'm going to go in with, this is my e.l.f. palette again, and I'm going to go in with the second shade right here. I'm going to go on the tip of my nose, down the bridge of my nose, but not connecting them. And not as much on the bridge, more on the tip than on the bridge. I'm going to go on my forehead, just a smidge bit, on my cupid's bow, on my chin. So my camera just completely cut out, but again, I am using the Essence eyeshadow, and it's called the Grammy Go Slammy. And I just take a fan brush and I just put that all over my cheekbone and anywhere else I wanted really highlighted. I think it works better than any other highlighter that I have, and it was only like $2, so of course I'm going to get it. And then I took, this is the Palladio lip pencil in coffee. It's just a brown matte lip pencil, and I used that all over my lips and I filled them in. So this is the completed look. This is the power of makeup. I really enjoy how this turned out. I love the full glam I get to do over here, and the sparkle and all the highlight. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see it. And the eyelashes, and then this side, this is just everyday me when I'm just Snapchatting my friends or hanging around the house, or even if I just run out to Walmart or something. This is normally what I look like. This is what I look like at school. But it's really nice to look like this sometimes, and it's really nice to be able to be who I am and show that my creative side on certain days. And this doesn't mean that I hate myself, and it doesn't mean that I hate what I look like, but it's just showing that I love being creative, even though I can't paint or draw or do anything creative. In that sense, I can show the art on my face and act like my face is the canvas, like they say in burlesque, like Cher says. And it's really awesome that we get the chance to do this, no matter who you are, whether you're a boy, a girl, a adult, a kid, no matter who you are, you can show what you're feeling on the inside by doing your makeup every day. And so